So we have up on the screen is what I call my F2 estimate. You know how I showed you that orange line with the payouts going up to 23, and I told you there's a low. This is the corresponding estimate for the T-share rates going into the future. And so I'm pretty confident we'll be close to 300,000 hex per T-share. I mean, it's math. It's pretty linear actually when you look at it this far out.
Yeah,
Um, and it could be higher, right? Because people might do something different. We might see a capitulation event. I don't know.
exactly.
We might see massive adoption. I don't know, right? Either of those
Yep.
things could change the curve.
Well, I see. That's where I think it's not a if but a when type of thing.
That's true. Because like Chris we just said, it can grow linearly or it can grow exponentially. It depends on user behavior. In other words, if people behave normally, so to speak, where it's like people end their stake, new people come in and restake. So it becomes the thing that I basically preach, right? Stake, dig, and chill. Take what you need, restake the principal, leave off your interest. So it just creates a self-fulfilling prophecy when it's a balancing act where what's coming in and what's coming out is balancing as the price rises. Now,
Mhm.
or it could just be like, okay, emergency end state, panic, this, that, the third. Then there's a big imbalance, but that imbalance, because it's bond math, all of a sudden APY goes crazy because now the people are supposed to hold the rock, drop the ball, took whatever, puked out, but then it creates massive opportunity for the new person that was like, oh, my APY is so low, da, da, da. Well, guess what? Big people left the building. Now your APY, without you doing nothing, is increasing. Now, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to cry and be flooded out and be like, oh, they're exiting, they're frustrated, exiting, be like, oh, no, they dropped the back. That's opportunity for me. Let me get in the pool. Let me get a bigger portion. Because now, when you hear about 300, 400 million hex being emergency end stake or whatever it might be, or a billion hex, what is it, a couple weeks ago? I don't know what that was. I was in Colombia, but that was like two months ago. It was insane. I woke up, there was like a billion hex that was like out. I looked at it like, oh my God, how many t-shirts is that? I was like, yo, 100,000 t-shirts just left the
I
building.
know,
Like,
man.
what?
I know. I know. It's pretty crazy. The fact that the system's so stabilized too. Well, and so if we look at these numbers, and I think that, I think we go out 10 years from now, it's realistic that Hex, if it survives, which of course I think
Mhm.
it will be $5, right? And
Easily.
so I think when we get out that far, you'll be looking at $1 million t-shirts.